Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible as that may seem.
Why do they hunt her?
She's smarter than most.
Will Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes be a hit or a flop? The fourth movie in the Planet of the Apes series is here. It's all about teamwork between humans and apes until a power-hungry ape named Proximus Caesar starts causing trouble. It all started with a French novel way back in 1963, and now it's a full-blown movie saga. The latest installment, produced by Disney's 20th Century Studios, hits screens on May 10, 2024, and it's just the beginning of a new trilogy. Now, here's the twist. This movie takes place way in the future, long after the events of the last films. There's a divide between apes, with some, like Proximus Caesar, trying to grab power at any cost. Our hero Noah, though, is different. He's on a mission to help humans who are being mistreated by the power-hungry apes. And when he discovers evidence of human history hidden underground, it's clear that there's more to this world than meets the eye. The trailer gives us a glimpse of the action-packed adventure ahead, with hints of brainwashing, manipulation, and a showdown between good and evil. Also, we get to see more apes talking than ever before, and the remnants of human civilization scattered throughout the ape world. With the talented cast and a director on board, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes promises to be a wild ride that connects all the dots from previous films. A cool new trailer just dropped for the next Planet of the Apes movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. If you've missed a few of the movies, don't worry, this one's the fourth in the reboot series. It's set 300 years after the last one, War for the Planet of the Apes, and it kicks off a whole new trilogy. In this movie, we see a world where apes are in charge and humans are basically living in fear of them. The main character Noah is a chimpanzee who's not quite down with the whole apes ruling over humans thing. He even saves a human named May and starts questioning why things are the way they are. The bad guy in this story is Proximus Caesar, a mean bonobo who wants to boss everyone around, apes and humans alike.
Our time. And it is my kingdom. Apes will learn will learn.
Noah's not too happy about that. If you haven't seen the other movies yet, you can catch them on Disney+. They're pretty awesome, so give them a watch if you can. We're really excited to see where this new movie takes us and what comes next in the trilogy. Now, if you're wondering how all this fits with the older Planet of the Apes movies from the 60s and 70s, well, it's a bit tricky. These new ones are kind of like a fresh start, even though they came before the original movie with Charlton Heston. Basically, think of them as separate stories that might share some similarities, but don't have to stick to the exact same plot. It gives the filmmakers some more freedom to do their thing and give us new twists and turns. Can you believe it's been 7 whole years since we've had an ape movie? Let's go through it scene by scene and catch all the cool references to the other Apes flicks. The script is written by Josh Fredman, Rick Jaffa, Amanda Silver, and Patrick A.C., who've worked on some other big films like Avatar and War of the Worlds. So you know this movie's got some serious talent behind it. As we mentioned, it's a sequel to War for the Planet of the Apes, where Caesar and his crew escape and find a new home. The movie starts with Caesar's funeral, where all the apes pay their respects. It's a bittersweet moment, but Caesar gets a hero send-off, with everyone raising their fists in solidarity. There's a cool symbol on the stone in the background that becomes important later on, showing Caesar's legacy of freedom. The scene ends with a glimpse of baby Cornelius, Caesar's son, looking at his dad before fading to black. And that's just the beginning. In the new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie, we're jumping way ahead, about 300 years after Caesar's time. Let's call this era AC, or After Caesar. This movie isn't just another sequel in Caesar's trilogy, it's a whole new chapter in the series. The timeline of these movies goes like this. First we had Rise of the Planet of the Apes, then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and finally War for the Planet of the Apes, which was the end of Caesar's story. He passed away at the end. Now we're in 2024 with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, set 300 years later, around 2328. The world has changed a lot. Nature has taken over, and California is all green and wild again. They filmed everything in Australia, which is pretty cool. It's like a whole new world with eagles flying around and untouched wildlife. Our main character this time is Noah, a young chimpanzee from the Eagle clan. He's not Caesar's kid, as some might have thought. Director Wes Ball wanted to bring in a fresh perspective, so Noah is someone new to Caesar's legacy. In this movie, we see how ape societies have grown and changed. Some have never even heard of Caesar, while others have twisted his teachings to build their own empires. Noah and his clan, the Eagle clan, are trying to make sense of it all. The Eagle clan is unique because they focus on falconry, which means they train and use birds for hunting. It's a sign of how apes have evolved over the years, moving from just hunting and gathering to something more advanced. What's interesting is that the Eagle clan is made up of only chimpanzees, unlike Caesar's group, which had all kinds of apes. Maybe it's just because of where they live or how they evolved over time. Noah and his friends, Suna and Anaya, are exploring the world, climbing old buildings and discovering new things. They still use sign language, but they've also learned to speak English, much better than the humans they've encountered. One tradition of the Eagle clan is bonding, where young members raise an eagle egg to form a bond with their bird. It's a way of showing their connection to nature and their clan, so get ready for a whole new adventure with Noah and the Eagle clan in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The eagles that are raised by the Eagle clan are probably golden eagles, which are usually found along the west coast of the United States. When they reach the nest, there are only 3 eggs, but they also have to leave one because that's the rule. They understand that if they took all the eggs, there wouldn't be any more wild eagles, and without eagles, there would be no more Eagle clan. It's all about wildlife conservation and keeping a healthy ecosystem. Noah offers 2 of the eggs to his friends and then discovers a nest higher up, called the top nest. He strategically reaches the nest and grabs an egg, but then the mother eagle returns and swipes at Noah, almost causing him to fall. Luckily, he manages to survive with the egg safe and sound. On their way back, they run into a human, also known as an echo. They never really explain why they call them echoes, but we guess it's because they're like an echo of something that's disappeared but left a mark on the world. They find a stolen blanket with human blood right outside a tunnel. The tunnel separates the Eagle clan from the valley beyond, which is forbidden. It reminds me of the Forbidden Zone from the original Planet of the Apes movies, where Cornelius discovered human artifacts. Noah, Nia, and Suna return to their village, which is thriving. There are little baby chimps and all sorts of infrastructure and crops growing. Noah's mother, Luna, is an elder of the Eagle clan and well respected. Then we meet his father, Kororo, who is the master of birds, inside what's called the Eagle Nest. There are lots of blue colors representing the sky and water. The Eagle clan raises and cares for eagles that fly and fish. They also wear bird-shaped necklaces with blue feathers, which we think is pretty cool. Noah's mother approaches him without fear, showing their close bond. Owen Teague mentioned in an interview how Noah helped his mom build things, which brought them closer together. The eagles don't really like Noah, but he's still determined to help them. Noah's father sends an ape out to scare away the echo, but it doesn't work. Unfortunately, the echo returns and breaks Noah's egg. Upset, Noah heads into the forest to retrieve another egg, but that's when he runs into the bad guys. These hostile apes, led by Silva, set the village ablaze and cause destruction. They even set fire to the huts for real, which is pretty crazy. Silva kills Noah's father, but before he dies, he makes sure Noah watches. It's a really intense moment. The next morning, Noah finds his village burned to the ground and his father's hawk next to his body. Determined to bring the Eagle clan back home, Noah sets off on his journey, tracking down the bad guys through the tunnel to the Forbidden Valley. And that's just the beginning of Noah's adventure in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Do share your perspective on the movie in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, see you all.